Hi, Leo. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my singles. Today, we're going to ask Spirit for some evidence and clues for who's coming next into your life. New boyfriend, new girlfriend, future partner, future spouse. We're going to pull some charms. I have initials and numbers. We're going to do those. And I have a big bowl of my charms today with my scoop. And I also have a new thing. I have some bingo cards where we're going to get some numbers that are significant to you. So we're going to play a little bit of bingo. I have evidence with timelines, what their sign is, what their personality is like. So let's get started. For those of you that are looking for new love, this is a general love reading for my singles, looking for new love, not a returning love. It's new love coming in, or you can use it as a confirmation for a love that's just arrived in your life. However, it is designed for my singles who are really trying to manifest that love to come forward. So Spirit, I am here with my Leos. If you can please share with me any messages. What do you have for them? Can you please inspire them and give them hope? I am listening for you now. I trust the change unfolding in my life. Boy, your life will unfold when that love comes in. So trust the changes that are going to happen. Changes within you, changes in your relationship, changes in your routine, changes even sometimes in where you're living, because sometimes we have two different houses and we combined houses eventually. So everything's good, right? It's all good. I am courageous, steady, and strong. Look at this strong Leo energy coming in with the number 8. So there you go, my Leos. They are just reminding you of how strong and courageous you are. I shed habits that hinder my truth. I release and I renew. So while I am waiting, I am constantly working on myself. I'm constantly letting go of things that are no longer serving me, opening myself up to receiving what it is that Spirit has for us. And then with a steady mind, I am connected to our collective experience. And look at that beautiful intuitive eye, just kind of jumping out there at me, trusting your own intuition, that people who are put in front of you, that you have an immediate feeling of whether this is somebody worthy of your attention or they're not worthy of your attention. But listen to that inner voice that we all have, and listen to your intuition. You know, if it's the right person, your intuition will tell you this feels good, this feels right, you can trust this person, you know, or your intuition is going to say, I have big red flags here and I want you to listen to the red flags. So I want you to listen to your own inner voice. So I pulled a bunch of fall decks from my tarot deck collection today. So I'm starting to get into the fall vibe. So I kind of set up my little display here for some fall things. And I'm starting to get into my fall vibe. So fall decks, 6 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 6 of Cups, and a 9 of Pentacles. Moving on, okay? Moving on from either something that is over and done with. I no longer want to put any energy into that person or those thoughts or what happened in that connection. And I want a love that comes into my life that is more giving, a little bit more give and take, and somebody that gives me a sense of security, whether it's financial security or emotional security. But this connection is going to help you move away from something in your past that you had to put an end to. All right. So sometimes a new relationship really is that final nail in the coffin of closing a door on something from your past. And I do feel like that for some of you, that I've got to get somebody or some thoughts out of my system. And the best way to do that is to be in a healthy, happy relationship that is more give and take and has more security in it. And the bottom of the deck is an Ace of Wands. So this is going to be somebody I feel probably very attracted to. And it could be sparks, you know, like that. This is kind of, I'm going to say wild chemistry, only because I want to. I'm going to ask Spirit for some more information on that in a minute. But part of me feels like there's just this hot and wild chemistry. And it could be just the Leo energy. It could be just the fire energy. It could be another fire sign coming in. But I do feel like this person is definitely lighting your fire. I'm going to say, like, just maybe you haven't felt this way in a long time, you know, lack of better terms, you know, somebody that just really turns you on, and you haven't felt this way in a long time, you know, physically or emotionally. Beautiful. Together, resolving to make things work between you. Almost this feeling of no matter what, you know, there's a lot of give and take. It's not going to be a one-sided relationship where you're doing all the work. Release, finding love after being trapped or held back. I have a feeling that you're going to be able to compare your past to this new relationship, and it really is going to be like night and day. Okay, black and white, total opposite. And you'll start to say to yourself, like, why was I in that past relationship? You were in that past relationship so that you could learn what you didn't want or what you don't need in your life anymore. So continue to release that. But I think this new passion coming into your life, this new fire coming into your life is going to be really exciting. Sincerity, make sure that you are both being authentic. I think, Leo, you're pretty savvy. I think that you know when somebody is being sincere or not. I think that you would call them out on it. I don't think you're intimidated by anybody. So I'm going to say that you're both sincere. You're both honest. You might both be blown away by the initial impact of this connection. And maybe that is a little confusing in the beginning. Like, is this just great, hot, passionate, you know, intimacy, or is there going to be so much more here, you know? But I think that you both are sincere entering into this relationship. Bottled up, trying to keep your feelings under control. I want you to be open and honest with this person. I want you to be yourself, Spirit just said. All right, don't hold back. I mean, Leos are not shy. So don't hold back. You know, if there's something that you need to talk about or get off your chest, you know, the best thing you can be is yourself in a new relationship. So because that's what they're going to get at the end of the day. So you might as well just be yourself and talk about whatever it is that you need to talk about. And if they're your partner and they're the match for you, they will appreciate everything that you have to say. So there you go. They're family orientated. All right. So they love their family. They want a family. That comes first. Spirit just said they're trustworthy. You can trust them. Beautiful. Patient. Good qualities. Devoted. Loyal. They're motivated, whether it's their work or their ambition, their goals. They get things done. Very approachable. People like them. You feel like this was divinely sent. I love that. They're faithful. I don't think this is somebody you're going to have to worry about that they're lying to you. Plus, I think you could see right through them because you have a really good sense of intuition. So they're balanced. They're balanced. They have purpose, Spirit just said. They're very empathic. They're a good listener. They're brave to you. Could be connected to what they do for their living. Maybe they've achieved something. They have an artistic side or an artistic eye. Let's get one more. They're very creative. So Spirit wants you to know about their creativity. Maybe that's something that you admire, whether it's connected to their work, or it's a hobby, or it's even how they present themselves. You know, they just have a great look about them, or the way they pull themselves together all the time, something like that. Let's see what letters and numbers they want for us. So this big bucket of letters and numbers, and I'm going to get a handful. Now, these could be first initials, last initials. They could be months, days that are important, some kind of number. And just a reminder, it's singles, you know, this is new single coming towards you. So if you're not seeing your person's letters, it's because this is this person might not have even come into your life yet. I have a G. If you see your person's letters, great. I have a G, R, the number 8, could be August. I have a 3. That is March, 3rd of the month. 83, could be the year they were born, 1983. I have a U. I have a C. I have 2 L's. I'm just going to put these together. 2 L's. The letter J, a lot of energy around that J. I have a W. I have a Q. I have a G. I have 2 O's. An H. A P. I have an S. The number 7. 7 weeks, 7 days, July. And I have the letter A. I feel a lot of energy around this A also, like an Anthony energy or Tony energy, something like that. So those are some letters and just some clues. Let's see what else Spirit has for us today. What else do you need us to know right now on this journey for my Leos? What do you need us to know? What do you want us to know? Beauty. I want you to think of yourself as beautiful, right? You know, male or female. I mean, these readings are designed so that, you know, whoever's watching it, we're all beautiful, right? I don't care if you're a male or a female. It's not a, you know, directed in one direction, but I want you to see the beauty that's inside of you. I want you to think about yourself as a blooming flower. I want you to think of yourself as, you know what, I have something to offer someone, and whoever comes into my life, they're lucky to have me. You know, like, you have to look at that. You're a catch and you have something to offer them. I have darkness, long night moon, it says. So it's almost like this road. It's like a long road. Let's get one more. I just want to see. And then there's the unexpected. All right. So this long road, I want you to see how much you have to offer. And then I want you to be open to almost like this magic, right? You can see it's like, if I look into this sphere, that if I just go through this sphere, and if I'm willing to break the barrier, this energetic barrier that's there, I'm going to be on some kind of other side in another world, right? So the unexpected happens. And when we're in the road of, it's difficult. I'm struggling. I'm lonely. I've waited. We forget that there's another side. We forget that there's a whole other world waiting for us. So it's Spirit's way of reminding you today that you're beautiful and you're worthy, and that just know that there's going to be a day that this light coming into you, whoever this is going to literally light you up and spark and create this spark within you. So it could come into you unexpectedly. Maybe that's Spirit's way of saying, hey, you know what? It's when you least expect it. This love arrives. Let's see. Now, this is a beautiful fall deck. This is the woodland animals. It's got all woodland animals. I can't think of the name of this deck. Ash and something. I don't remember, but it's gorgeous. I have a 2 of Cups. Look at those little guys finding each other. I have a Knight of Cups. Gorgeous. Page of Cups. Look at all this cup energy, all this emotion starting to flow, and a Wheel of Fortune. How gorgeous. So, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? I mean, that's just Spirit's way of saying, hey, look, I've got love coming. It's in the plan. It's predestined to be here. This is going to be filled with love and charm and a great connection and a new beginning and new feelings and all the things that we would hope for in a loving, connection. So I love that. So I don't know. Those are just beautiful cards. I think that that's what we needed to hear. Sometimes we just need to know that that love is already in the universe and that it's on its way. What is my person's sign? I have an Aquarius. They could be an Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, and a Capricorn. Okay, so we'll take any of those signs for today. There's other signs in the charms as well. Let's start to get some clues. Spirit, tell me a little bit about this person. What is it? Other than I think that there's great chemistry and I'm really, really excited, like sparks are flying. So this person completes you, the missing piece of the puzzle. Gorgeous. They could have a dog. They could love dogs, dog lover. Online dating. Maybe we met online dating. Maybe we're talking through social media. I have a storm. This person's probably going to come into your life after a storm, after you've ended something, they've ended something, and the timing is better, it was meant to be. That ending brought the new beginning of you guys meeting. Cancer, summertime. Okay, we're still in summertime. Aries, Virgo, cruise. That feels like our first trip. Feels like the first time we go away together. We go on a cruise. They love movies. They could be a Taurus. Lots of signs. So, and a Sagittarius again. So there's lots of signs. One more of these. Let's see. A divine connection. I love that. I always feel like, here we are with the stars, the stars in the universe align, all the stars align for this love. And that's what it's all about. It really is just being at the right place at the right time with the right person and, thinking about it even on a bigger level that of course Spirit brought you together. But it is this feeling of all the stars aligned. What are the chances of meeting you? Charming personality. Love that. Short hair. A shadow, masculine energy. A shadow needs to shave. Maybe they have one of those, by the end of the day, they always have a little bit of a shadow. So for a masculine energy. They like trips to faraway places. They want to travel. That's something that's important to them. They would like to travel. If you'd like to travel, brown hair, brown or blonde hair. So lighter could be in between, lighter, like a sandy brown hair could be. Military cut. That's a short masculine haircut. They're tall. They might have a birthmark of some kind. They like math and science. They did better in math and science in school. They're very close to their family. They are interested in law, maybe law school, lawyer. Plays an instrument. Has one sibling and or an only child. So one of you might have one sibling, one of you may be an only child, or we have a very small family is how I feel. Like, it could be just one sibling and maybe the sibling's very older. So like we didn't really get raised together or we had a big age difference. So I always felt like I was an only child. Like sometimes there's a big age difference. So Spirit, when is this love coming our way? I have July, but there's the spark. The July could be a birth date month, but it's more the spark I'm feeling. It's more the chemistry. The sparks are flying. Feeling. So I think that's maybe why we pulled that card. The sparks are flying. Let's see timeline. It's up to you. I have at the holidays, like a surprise around the holidays. And I have within 3 months. So I'm recording this heading into September. So it's the end of August when I'm recording this. So 3 months would bring me into the holidays. September, October, November would start to bring me into the holiday months. So you could meet this person over the holidays or right before the holidays. A lot of people meet right before the holidays. It's kind of a big couples time period. So you know what? I'll take within a few weeks. Let's get some charms. Let's see if the charms tell us anything else that we need to know about this connection. Right now, I'm enjoying the passion. I'm enjoying I want to be with you. So let's see what the charms are saying. Let's see. There's a snowflake jumping out at me. So maybe we are heading into cooler months. All right. There's a snowflake and here's a scarecrow. So fall, scarecrow. Let's get this letter. I have a Z, a Y. I have the letter D. Some numbers. Let's see what this is. 26, 13, 7. Some more signs. You got a lot of signs. This could be any sign. My God, you got a lot of signs today. I have a Virgo and I have an Aries. This is make a wish. Always make a wish. And then this big, beautiful smile. And I know on the back it says, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. So big, beautiful smile. I have a cross and I have a star, a Hebrew star. So you could have different faiths, but you both are, my husband's Jewish and I was raised Catholic. So it could be that you were raised different faiths, but you fall in love, and that's okay too. You've got my heart, a little butterfly, a moon, my castle. My castle is my home. I feel very important. There's something about this for some reason. I feel like either this person has a beautiful home or their family has a beautiful home, and it's one of those homes like you're actually very impressed with. Like you pull up and you're like, oh my God, is this your family's home? Like, you kidding me? So I feel like there's a very substantial home in this person's life. So that could be a clue. She believed she could, so she did. What is it that you want is how I feel. What is it that you want? Ask Spirit. Let's see what else Spirit has for you. Now we're going to play a little bit of bingo. I found these recently at an antique shop in New Hampshire on my vacation, and I had to have them because I knew they would be a good way for Spirit to share with me some numbers that would be important to you, because I can very easily ask Spirit to give me the numbers and find them on the bingo card. So I had to have them. My husband was wondering why am I buying these things? But you know, I'm in my own little world, and I just knew they were going to work. And I've been using them over the last couple of days with the other signs, and I know they work. So I've got these markers. We're going to do a handful of markers, and I'm just going to ask Spirit to give me the numbers, and I will put the markers on the numbers. So the first number they're saying is 28, 48, 5, 16, 10, 33, 52, 44. Kept coming into me as 4, 4, 4. And then it took me a moment to figure out that Spirit was saying 44. All right. So they're saying, yeah, 44 is important. 44 again. 44 is important. Could be an age, could be the age of your person coming, something like that. Let's do a couple more. The number 6. And one more, please, Spirit. 10. And I do feel like 10 is October. I feel really, really strongly that that 10 stands for October. So let's see. Spirit, tell me what is most important about this connection. What is going to be amazing about this connection? Anything you want to share? You've captured their heart. Okay, I'll take that. A proposal, long-term commitment. So for those of you that are looking to settle down, somebody that you could really share your life with, hold my hand, take my hand, just hold on. Let's take this path together. Let's do this. And being in love, falling in love. I always say there's a difference between loving somebody and being in love with somebody. And I did feel a while ago that we said like all the stars are lining up, that this is meant to be, or this person has really, all the sparks are flying, all the things that you want in somebody are coming forward. So I always like to think that we fall in love with a person, but we fall in love with how that person makes you feel. All right. If this person's making you feel amazing about yourself, that they compliment you, they appreciate you, they listen to you, they are attentive, they make you laugh, they make you smile, they're affectionate. Like that is what you fall in love with. Yes, you love the person and their personality and their looks, but you really fall in love with how that person makes you feel. So keep that in mind. All right, that is what's going to be most important. I have a 6 of Swords. Yeah, you've moved on. You're moving on away from something. There's the passion coming forward. The Queen of Wands, 4 of Wands. Beautiful. There's the commitment. There's the commitment. And a King of Wands. Look at this. You guys are a match. There's high chemistry. It's a very high, passionate connection. So it could be because you're a Leo, a hot, fire sign, but you're both passionate. You're both passionate about each other. Spirit had said, like, it's just wild chemistry. It's crazy, wild chemistry. And that's okay. That's fun. That's not all it's going to be. It's going to be a lot more going on, but we want that. And Spirit's saying the bottom of the deck, they want you to continue to trust your own intuition. All right. They want you to know that what you're thinking and feeling is true, or the signs that you're receiving are being sent from, the divine. So Spirit, share with me, what is this person thinking and feeling? It's exciting. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a fun relationship. It really is. And you're ready for it. You've moved on so that you can bring this connection to you. You have what has been missing in my life. You're my paradise and my heaven. When you start to think about the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, yes, is a celebration. It could be my marriage card, but it really is more about putting down a foundation and feeling safe. And I actually like how, in this case, usually it's a card about like a celebration. It looks like a wedding typically, right? But you can see here, this is some kind of monster under this bridge with this fire, and he's found a safe place, right? He's created a home. He's created an environment for himself. And he's probably happy as can be being under there. So being with you is what this person has been missing in their life. Okay. And then we create this safe place together. We put down that foundation. We put down, set in stone those 4 swords, those 4 wands in place. And we create a life together. a happy home together. And I do like that. I like the sense of he's perfectly content under that bridge with his fire. He's like, this is, you know what? I'm good. Look at me. I worry others will pull you away. So a little bit of fear there with maybe some jealousy, or I don't want to lose you now that I found you. That happens. The moment I saw you, I knew I was going to fall in love with you. That I do believe. There's high chemistry here. You're too beautiful. Okay. So they see you for all that you have to offer. I really do love you and I want you in my life always. I hope you feel the same. You're both going to feel the same. You're both going to be equally passionate about each other. And I can't get you out of my head. That I believe. I think you have a very passionate king who is going to step forward and literally can't get enough of you. Okay. That's what I think is going to happen. And you may put it in the category of it's just because it's new and we're just, really active physically right now. But I don't think so. I think that there's going to be that chemistry and those sparks are going to stay. And I think that you've got somebody coming into your life that literally can not get enough of you. And that's going to be the fun part. That's going to be exciting for both of you. So let's put this out into the universe. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And I hope you enjoyed your reading. Consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamlinPsychicMedium.com.